Welcome to another Skoden Gaming video. Today we are back playing This Is My Land. This playthrough I have decided to use lethal means of disposing of the settlers on our lands. Stealth and strategic planning is still a huge part of my gameplay, as well as some tips that I have for moving items and troops around the map while you are out waging war like a ninja. I am using a new video editor, so I am still playing with the settings and learning how best to use this program to make a quality video. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I am not a YouTube content creator, as I am nowhere near the 100k subscribers needed to start making money for the content that I create. But one day I would love to replace my day job with content creation, not just for video games, but with all of the things I love and enjoy in my daily life. With your help, and every like, comment, and subscription will get me closer to that dream. Here, after a stealth kill, I carry the corpse away from the camp I am attacking, back to my horse, and later once unlocked, back to a campfire, in order to loot the body out of sight, so that I have zero chance of getting detected while deciding what I will be taking. Always keep in mind your position in comparison to the enemies, so that you remain undetected. Another thing to think about is your hunger and thirst. Both have a reminder for you on the bottom left of the screen with different levels of severity. Keep on you or in your horse both food and water, preferably in a canteen. Depending on your level of sneak, you are able to remain undetected in the bushes, especially at night. Once your enemy has their back turned to you, you are able to move towards them with speed. I recommend utilizing the roll mechanic in order to close more ground as quickly as possible. Once in range, grab them. If you are in no danger of being seen by another settler, hold them long enough for the interrogation to take place. This will force your captive to offer up very helpful information. If you have not detected all of the settlers in the camp, he will snitch on his friend. If you do have all of the other settlers located, your captive will then inform you of the location of a stash of good. Sometimes this stash will be buried, and you would not have found it otherwise. You will need to have a shovel on you or stashed in your horse in order to dig up the loot. Additionally, there are some objectives where you will need to interrogate a settler in order to find a specific target.
Please don't kill me. No, wait, I'll talk. Please don't kill me. I'll tell you where the stuff is.
After you have killed or intimidated all settlers in the camp, it will disappear. Double-check all of the boxes in the camp for all loot that you want, prioritizing the loot that will help your villages grow and defend themselves, along with ingredients needed to craft helpful items, food, water, weapon crafting parts, and last but not least, weapons. The longer-range sharpshooters, repeater rifles, and Colt pistols are the better weapons for your warriors to use to defend their villages. Later in the game, as you collect the weapon blueprints, other stronger weapons will be available for them to use once crafted. Only after you are sure you have looted everything that you and your horse can carry, or have used a campfire to transport all goods to your main village, then burn their camp to the ground. If you do not burn their camps, the settlers can and will resettle it, usually fortifying it even stronger than before. As early as I can, I start taking back the land, pushing the settlers back into the red areas of the map. I personally concentrate on an entire side of the map and push from there. If you fail to do this, the enemy settlers will be able to attack you and your villages from multiple fronts, making your job ever more difficult. Scouting the enemy camps/forts with a spyglass is another highly recommended tactic that I recommend you employ, making the spyglass one of the earliest skills I suggest guying. If you can get the high ground overlooking the fort, you will be able to spot almost every enemy before you even start your approach. This will help you plan your attack, as you will be able to see where all of the settlers are by the red arrows on the top of the screen. Later I will show you that, if you angle your view just right, you will be able to see the distance of each settler as well. Make sure that you are utilizing the lure skill. This will lure out enemies away from the sight of others, allowing you to kill or intimidate them freely, without the fear of being detected. Warning, make sure you stay hidden in bushes, or laying on the ground out of sight as they walk towards you. If your stealth is not high enough, they will spot you, call out for help, alerting the rest of the camp of your presence, and then begin to attack you.
I'll talk. Please. Enough. He's over there. Please. Who's there? I'll go have a look. Anything, just please don't kill me. Okay, I'll tell you where he is. Just let me go. What's that? I'll go have a look. Hey, what did I just see? Here they are. Stop. I don't want to die. Okay. No. I'll talk. Stop. I'll tell you where the goods are.
If you attack a camp or fort at night, you are at an advantage, since you only have to take out the night patrol without being spotted. Then you are free to approach the rest of the settlers as they sleep. It is up to you and how you are playing your playthrough on whether or not you kill or intimidate them.
Stop, please. I don't want to die. Stop. I'll tell you where the treasure is.
Depending on your skill level with the different weapons, your accuracy may not be all that good from range. This is also affected by the weapon that you are using. This can leave you in a less than desirable situation if you start to miss a few shots giving them enough time to call for help. Or as in this situation where I ran out of arrows before I got the kill. You need to make sure and not take the damage you take for granted, as some of the wounds will lead to bleeding, slower/hindered movement speeds, and if you do not have the proper cover you may find yourself dead. Always run away, zigzagging as you run, and find a spot where they cannot see you in order to assess your wounds. Then apply the corresponding treatments by pressing the number 4. Once you have healed up, continue to attack. Like in this situation, the enemies can bleed out from wounds if they do not heal fast enough. Be careful when you sneak up on an enemy while they are surrounded by lootable objects. It is easy to click F on the lootable item instead of the enemy, opening the object instead of grabbing the settler. There have been many times where this got me shot or killed. Another thing to keep an eye on is if you have a village too close to an enemy camp. Without your help, your warriors are 99% more likely to get killed than they are to defend successfully. In addition to this, the enemy AI will almost always find their way over to your camp and start killing your warriors. You must rush over and defend them. With you in the area, the enemy AI will target you, giving your warriors the freedom to shoot the settlers. Just as it was with this situation here, it can lead to some funny situations, allowing you to take full advantage of the wonky AI combat mechanics.
Don't kill me. Stop. Please. Please don't kill me. Hey, don't, stop. I'll tell you where the goods are. I don't... talk. Stop, I'll tell you where the treasure is. Hey, no, I'll talk.
As I explained before, if you do not burn down a camp, city, or fort fast enough, especially if you leave it to take loot or a horse back, like I did in this situation, the AI will spawn and send a group to repopulate the camp. If they get too close to the camp before you burn it down, you will then have to get rid of those settlers before you are able to burn down the camp. Here is an example of me using lure during the daytime. Even though I am behind a bush and prone, the settler still sees me. If my sneak skill were a level or two higher, this could have worked, but as it is, I am detected, and I am forced to run for cover before I am shot. Your skill level in any given weapon class, in this example bows, directly affects your weapon accuracy. Given that I put more skill points into rifles and pistols, prepping for endgame fights, my bow accuracy is still pretty bad, so my shots tend to go wild from medium range. This is something to keep in mind when you engage with an enemy. As long as you hit enough shots to keep them staggered, and you are not being shot from another enemy, you can make it out of the engagement without taking damage.
Everyone get ready! Hey.
Earlier in the video I was talking about using crafted campfire as a way to transport loot to your main village. This tactic allows you to loot every single enemy if you carry them back to the campfire before looting them, so that you can maximize the amount of loot you can collect from each settlement. If you place the campfire too close to a settlement, you will not be able to give loot to your villages, but you still be able to pull items from your villages, as you will see later in the video.
No. Don't kill me, please. Stop. Please don't kill me. I'll tell you what.
When you are attacking camps, ranches, or forts with a high number of settlers, you have to be extra vigilant on how you approach them. You must be patient and slowly single out them one or two at a time. It is next to impossible to take out a higher number of enemies without being seen, so you just need to keep in mind that you will be seen, you will be shot at, most likely you will take damage, so you just need to minimize the amount of time that they can see you, keep moving around, so that they never know where you are for too long, and remember to never overextend yourself just because you are getting impatient and want it to be over. Remember, if you die, the settlers' influence grows exponentially, and they send reinforcements out to settle new areas or patrols out to search for your villages.
I'll tell you where he is.
Dying is the #1 way to let the advancing settlers overwhelm you, making it impossible to fight back, at which point you will need to start a new playthrough. I know this was a much longer video than I usually post, but I am trying to give you guys as much information as possible in order to help you play through this game on the hardest difficulty. Immersive is the only difficulty that I have played This Is My Land on, and in my opinion it is the best way to play this game. It is much more difficult and very unforgiving when you die, but with some careful planning, patience in how you attack, and some forethought into the skills that you purchase, the immersive difficulty becomes more time-consuming than it is difficult. If this video helped you in any way, and if you have not already, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I play a wide variety of games, and I will be putting out more content as the summer days are approaching an end, and I will be spending more time indoors. Thank you for watching my video. I hope to see you next time on the next video. Skoden Gaming out.